Hello.
I taught origami this morning.
Awesome. How did that go? And who was that for?
It went well. It was part of the architectural design program I'm doing with kids, and they have to do origami because that's how Frank Lloyd Wright learned geometry. So it was surprising that it went well, but it is very hard to look at this thing and do things, and that's why this is up too. So we have like two different ways for people to look at work.
And also, Lori, I don't know if I know you, but
Hi,
hello.
Lori.
Hi, this is my first time. I don't know how to get it on video.
Does anyone have any questions today about the
Good idea.
supplies that we'll need to use?
Well, we don't have any idea what to use. I'm Carrie Ann's caregiver. My name is Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi.
All we need is paper. It can be from magazines, just any rectangular shaped paper. It can be like I bought some paper at Staples. They're open. It can be the wrapper from something. Any rectangular paper that you have around. It can be colored, it can be white, I did a great one right here it's one of my best ones. I did it just with a magazine cover.
Oh.
So should we have kind of thick paper?
No, thin.
Thin. So just like writing paper?
Writing paper is great. Oh, you came on a little later. Writing paper, if you can pin my video, you can see I have magazine paper. I have that Staples neon paper. Anything rectangular.
Okay.
You got the
computer paper, whatever you have. Envelopes, those bills you haven't paid, that's what you can do with those envelopes.
Yeah, you can definitely do the intro. This is a Creative Center class. The Creative Center is specifically arts programming for people living with cancer and other chronic illnesses. But for now, we have opened that up to everyone because we are all being impacted by illness. Rebecca not only teaches for our workshop program, but she also is one of our hospital artists in residence. And she is truly a jack of all trades, working in so many mediums of art. And I will let her speak a little bit more about her process with bookmaking and specifically this tactic for bookmaking, which we feel that really anyone can do at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you know my name, Rebecca Kelly, and I'm teaching artist for Creative Center. I'm also a teaching artist for young audiences of New Jersey and Eastern Pennsylvania. And I went on hiatus when we moved to Manhattan 8 years ago. And now that we're back on Zoom, I'm working for young audiences quite a bit now. And at that time, I did a lot of books, maybe thousands and thousands of books with kids. I started bookmaking right after 9/11. It's a very familiar time to me now. It was a time of tremendous stress in my life. And I started taking books at Center for Book Arts, and I found it soothing. I found the preciseness of it relaxing, and for a long time I was curating book arts. But since I came back to New York, I have been moving into textiles, and you certainly can do thread and needle on any of these books. You just puncture a hole and you can go back in and do some embroidery in the book. And also the textile skills come in really good if you ever do a pamphlet book. But we're going to be doing a one-page book in two forms. The first is a pamphlet form. I'm going to ask everybody to be on mute, and I'm going to share screen with the directions. I'd like you to just watch now. Don't do any work, even though you want to. You can doodle, but stay focused now on the demo. Okay. So this is an image that my friend Paula created. I was telling Sophia her history. She is a book artist whose kids were both dyslexic, and she realized teaching them visually, especially in the area of math, was super productive. And she went into the schools and taught the teachers also how to teach visually to any kid, but particularly her kids. So you can see all the directions. I'll go through it and then I'm going to demo it. It's a rectangular piece of paper that we fold in hamburger style, hot dog, sorry. Hot dog, that's a hot dog. We open it, we fold it the other way, short edge to short edge. Don't worry, I'm going to demo. We have a middle fold and then an open edge. Then we're going to be lifting back one layer. It's called peeling the banana. We'll flip it over. We'll peel the banana again. Then we will cut in the middle. And if you don't have scissors, you can even just tear. You see that little, I'm going to start cutting here. It's kind of like a tent. You're going to cut that roof of the tent. You're going to open it up. And then you're going to close the pages. We are going to go hot dog. Some people use the correct terminology, but I've been working with kids for so many years, I use hot dog and hamburger. We take this, we're just watching now. I will go step by step with you. I've got my hot dog. I crease it. I use a bone folder. You can use your hand. You can use, if you have a scissors. If you're like the sixth graders I work with, you have nails, crease it, very creased. And now I am going to open it up. And then I'm going to fold hamburger. Now, I'm going to do that banana peel. Got a hamburger, got a hot dog, banana peel, and flip it over, banana peel. You will now have, got the visual? Right here in the middle, you will see a crease. I'm going to mark it with my marker. That is where you're going to cut or tear. Then I'm going to take my two sides, push it together, and if my creases are good, it will fold almost by itself. Voila, the one-page book. We're going to do it together. Get your piece of paper. Everybody ready? Okay, here we go. Hot dog. And make sure that is a really good crease. I did my fingernail, and I'll do it with my bone folder. And then I'm just gonna put it in half. And would you like to share screen, everybody, and see if everybody is on the same page? No pun intended. Great, great. Kellyanne, have you been able to do this? Want to hold it up?
Ah, awesome, Carrie Ann.
Judith, Lynn, Alicia, have you been able to do it? Awesome. Oh my gosh. You guys are fast learners. Okay, so now I'm going to open it flat. And as Paula does it, like she's so articulate. She does short edge to short edge. The way I do it with kids, I say make a hamburger. So whatever means good directions to you, you do it short edge to short edge or make a hamburger. Creep it up. Line up those corners. Take the time to line it up and then crease, crease, crease. Whatever. You can take the edge of a scissors, whoops, edge of a spoon. Oh, here, I have a pencil. Roll the pencil over. The crisper the crease, the better the results. Same with the pop-ups. I'm sure you use that crease with Sibylle. Okay. What, everybody, can you show me that you're there? Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Okay, any questions? Put them in the chat. Okay, now, when I work with kids, this is how I emphasize it's open. I go, if you can go mac, 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 like a duck, it's open. Take the open end and do the banana peel. Here's your mac, 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 your duck, and your open, this open end goes back for the banana peel. And once again, really crisp, crisp fold. Line them up really carefully. I studied with Hetty Kyle. It's the last class she taught. She's in her 80s. I was too afraid to ever study with her. She's the greatest bookmaker in Philadelphia and probably internationally. And I heard that she smacks your hand if you don't get your corners right. But that was a total myth about her. She was so sweet with me because I do struggle getting my corners just correctly. And she sat right next to me till I got them perfectly. And she did not smack my hand. And, oh, that's a book I did not have in my bibliography. I'm going to share that book with you. I forgot. It's a new book. Okay, now we're going to banana peel back. Really crease it. It should look like a tent. Want to share? It should look like a tent. Take your time to make sure your creases are great. Nice, nice. Now, do you know, Patty, that the tent has to be at the top when you put it on the piece of paper? When you put it on the table. When you put the paper on the table, the tent part has to be at the top. You got it. You can put it on the table now. Great. Anybody need some help? Nice. Nice, Yunmi. Okay, I'm going to do this with my marker because it's hard to see, but I don't want you to do it with a marker. I'd rather you just do it eyeball. Here's my tent. I'm going to mark where I'm going to cut. Okay? You can tear it or you can cut it. Okay. Should look like this. And I'm going to go over my crease on both sides. The better the crease, the crisper the crease. I'm even going to go over this crease too with my fingernails. I'm going to make sure it's so crisp. Okay, then I'm going to lift. Are you watching? The two sides. squish them together. Do you see? I squished it together. And now I fold and I have my book. I'm going to do it one more time. Okay. You see, it's an open diamond. The two sides are on the side, and push it all together to make the book. Great, great. Just push it together, fold it. You got it. You got it, you're there. Just put it down on the ground and fold it like a book. There you go, there you go. And go over it with anything to make it a little crisper. Now, once you have this book, you can, I'm going to go to the next structure because then we'll go back to this. You can put pop-ups in, pull it up. If you took Sibylla's class, you might know about that. You could put a pop-up in here. You could do a collage cover. This could be also, your journal. You could glue several of them together. You could also add a pamphlet inside or another smaller one-page book. Here's a one-page book I did this morning as an example. Cut it down, open it up. I have a little pamphlet, and I can put that in the middle of my book. A book within a book. Ooh, I just did that very randomly, but color choice is always important. The bright neon green with purple has a lot of contrast. Oh, I love that. I really love that. And I'm going to give you a chance to play after I demo the next one. Okay, let's unmute. Okay, you can all unmute now. Okay, Lori, do you want me to unmute you? Okay, any questions? Alicia, any questions?
No, I think I'm good.
Good, good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Kellyanne, you're muted. Do you have any questions?
I have a question.
Good, tell me.
Well, I followed the instructions and I did what you said, but I just did it basically from the chart you first showed because I can see you and I pinned you, but I can't see what you're doing.
Okay, so then you do it from the chart. And the same thing for the next one. Yeah, that's why I have both. It's really hard for sometimes to just see that camera. So that's why I'm going to do both always. Good point, Lori. Good point. And then you'll have the video too, so you can go back and look at how I did it. But it doesn't matter how you learn it. You learned it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to share. We're going to mute, and we're going to go to the next structure. Great. I can't believe everybody did it first time. Woo! Yeah, give yourself a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. All right, share screen. Okay. Go. Can everybody see this? Is it big enough? Okay, everybody's on mute. Sophia, can you see it?
I can see it, yes.
Okay, here we go. Now, this is also a handout from a friend, Elizabeth Castaldo, who is the studio manager at Center for Book. Center for Book Arts right now has classes that you pay as you wish. The classes are incredible, and she's the studio manager there. You can also find her on her website and on her Instagram. She is posting lots of books and bookmaking on her Instagram and on her website. And once again, the Center for Book Arts, which I included in the bibliography, is offering amazing classes right now. Okay, we're gonna start with a piece of letter-sized paper, rectangular paper. Everybody has that. We're not gonna do it yet. We're just gonna watch. We're gonna fold it in half lengthways by folding each flap in half and creasing the folds. We're going to flatten the sheet out. It will look a lot like the third to the last step we did for the one-page book that I just did. You'll see the tent. Then we'll fold in half the short way, or in my terminology, we'll fold in half the hamburger way. If you want to take a screenshot of any of these, please feel free. We could also, at the end, I think you already have the directions in your packet. Okay, fold in half the short way, fold in half again. Then you're going to take it open and you will have 16 sections. Here's where the fun comes. We're going to make cuts at the dotted lines. As you'll notice, your first line is parallel to your last line. And the middle line, you will cut from the opposite side. You'll cut from your left side into the right, then you'll cut from your right side into the left, and then you will cut from your left side into the right. And don't worry, I'm going to demo this slowly and help you through it. It's actually easier than the structure we just did. Looks more complex, but it's easier. You'll make your cuts on the dotted lines along the fold. And then it's so much fun to fold it up into a neat little booklet. So get your paper out, and we're going to do a hot dog. What color should I do this in? I think I'll do red. Okay. If you can pin the camera again. Okay. Ready? I'm going to do it, and then you're going to do it. Hot dog. Really go over the crease. But we'll do it together, don't worry. Then another hot dog.
I've lost the camera. Oh, there it is. Sorry, found it.
Okay, good. Got my heart racing. Okay. Then I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to fold it over again. We're going to do this together. Fold it over again. Really go over, because we're folding over folds. Do it one more time to make sure I have a lot of folds. I have, yes, 16. Okay, remember I said the first line is going to be from the left to the right. Dot, 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 stop. The last panel you do not cut. We're going to do this together. The middle one. Dot, dot. I'm going from right to left. Dot, 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 dot. Stop. You see the pattern? You're always leaving one panel empty. Then the third one is going to be parallel to the first one. You can see how you can teach kids to do math through all of these structures, and also awaken your aging brain to it on the other end of the spectrum where I'm at. Awaken that aging brain into mathematical thinking. All right, got it? Can't wait for us to do this together. And then we're going to have a lot of time to decorate. Yeah. Cut, 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 stop. Go to my next one. Cut, 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 stop. Last cut. Cut, 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 cut. Now for the fun. If I've made my creases really crisp, it's almost going to make itself. I'm folding, and then I'm folding back. Then I'm folding back. Don't trap this guy. Let it be free. I'm creasing as I go. Folding, creasing, folding. Don't trap this guy either. Flip it behind. Make it free. Fold, and fold, and fold, and fold, and fold, and fold. This is where you get into kind of a meditative state when you're folding back and forth. And you have to focus. You can't be thinking about other things. You have to be present for the books. And now I have my snake book. It's so versatile. I'll show you at the end a picture of a snake book that one of my students did. She did weaving, she did collage, she made little books in it. It could also, if you did a beautiful decorative paper, and that decorative paper could be magazine paper, it could just stand on its own as a sculpture. Okay, you ready? We're going to do it together. Okay. Hot dog. Get your corners lined up. Good crease. Raise your hand if you have a question. We're all good? Here we go. I have my hot dog. I'm going to make another hot dog. I'm going to line my crease, my corners up as best I can. And then crease, crease, crease. And you can get these bone folders at Michael's if you like. It makes me feel more professional. Here's a plastic one. I think Martha Stewart even makes these. Or you can use the end of your scissors. Just make sure it's so crisp. Okay, put thumbs up if you're ready to go to the next step. Okay, good, good. I can't see Glenn. I'm just hoping you're okay. Lou, I hope you're okay. Okay, now I'm gonna open up and I'm gonna go the short side to the short side. Line it up. Over those creases. Should look like this. The open end is away from you. Mac, 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 like a duck. Okay. Put your thumb up if you're ready for the next step. Wow, you guys. Okay, I take the folded end up to the open end. I like to crease in the middle because it's getting heavy. I used a heavier paper this time. Go that way and go that way. Okay. Nobody's crying. This is so good. Many times when you're doing these structures, if you don't get them, it's very, very hard to just on the first try, just go at it. It might take a day to come back to it, and nobody's crying. So it's great. I hate when people cry at that first lesson. Okay, now I'm gonna open up the whole thing. And if you need to count, count. There should be 16. Here's a chance to go over your creases. And I have my marker. The first line, I go dot, dot, dot from left to right. And remember, I'm going to stop here. I'm not going to cut all the way. I'm going to go through 1, 2, 3 panels. I can't see what you're doing. It's faith. It looks like, it looks from the top of your heads like you're getting this. Okay, ready? Right to left. Dot, 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 dot. Once again, it's 3 panels going from right to left, and 1 panel we are not going to cut. Last panel is parallel to the first line. You go from your left, dot, 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 stop. If you're done, thumbs up. Great. I can't see the rest of you. You can do from reactions if you want to. You can always do this. Great. Okay, now I'm going to cut on the dotted line. Cut one, flip over, and if you've done good crisps, you can almost pull the paper towards you and the scissors will cut by itself. Okay. Good, great, great. Okay. And then the last one. And stop. Push my camera up so I can get the whole view. Okay. And now I'm going to be putting it together. Fold, fold, fold. You can do it with me. Go underneath here. Don't trap that page. And fold back, and fold back. Go underneath this one so you don't trap it. You want me to start again? Looks like you're with me. And fold back, and fold. You can always keep creasing. Here we are again, where we're going to fold back. We're not going to trap this one. And then fold, and fold, and fold. Oh, I see a smile. See a big smile. Give you a couple more minutes. If I need to demo the last part, I will. Hi. Okay, put up your thumb when you're done.
Rebecca, it seems like we have a question from Glenn.
Okay.
Is it possible for you to demo the fold and fold back again?
Yes. Okay, that's what I'm going to do right now. And we'll go back. Let me do it one more time. We'll go back. And actually, I should probably put it on, I'm going to put it on the screen too.
Cool.
Okay. Let me go all the way down. If your cuts are like this, you're going to start at the end of the sheet of the paper and fold it like an accordion. If you ever made fans as a kid, that's what we're going to be doing. Can you see? And I'll show you on camera as well. Do you see the last two slides? You're going to be folding like an accordion. And now I'm going to demo it again. And make sure you pin this so it's big enough for you to see. So we have our page. We put it back together. Okay, you see it? I'm going to flip it this way. Okay. I start from this end. I fold it in. Then I fold it back like an accordion. I fold it here. I fold it back under here. I'm folding like an accordion. And the crisper your creases are, the easier it is. And then I'm folding it here. You could say under or back. Folding it again, like an accordion. Folding it in. Give yourself some creases as you go. It's so much easier to fold. If you're here at this, I'll stop right here in case you're not here yet. I can't see your hands, but I'm hoping. I'm folding this way. And fold in. And fold in. And we're right at the time I'd like to be, because I find any more than 51 minutes on Zoom trying to do something hard is impossible. So if anybody didn't get this, we can go back like one-on-one and do it. I can go really slowly. If you could show me your hands, that would be great. So if anybody is needing this again, we have the instructions here. If you didn't get it this time, you can go back on the tape. You can look at the instructions. And we do have about 15 more minutes, so I could